Ladies and gentlemen, David Lemon here, and welcome to another Groove LemonAid session where I'm going to answer your questions. I'm looking forward to seeing your questions. I saw there is a couple of already being asked in the Facebook group. Whenever we do something where we answer questions, I normally put out a post previously in the Facebook group. So for today, we have this one over here. When we scheduled the actual live stream, some of the users got to ask their questions. So we're going to go through those first, and then we are going to jump in and then answer your questions for the people that are going to come on live here. So I'm just going to put up this banner. So in case you have any question, feel free to ask it. Just please make sure you put a small Q in front of your questions so that I can answer those. A lot of time people answer each other's questions, and then I would just love to know which comments are for me and which ones are for somebody else. Leonard, I can see here. This is not the question. Hi, Leonard. Leonard was experiencing some saving issues. There was a deployment recently that got those fixed. Most of the people just need to do a hard empty cache and hard reload. I will show you in a moment how to do that. But once that is done, that should fix the issues. This was reported by the support as well and the devs that should fix it. Yeah, it's not everybody who will see this, but most of these were happening, or most of the saving issues were happening on a large GrooveMember GrooveMember memberships. So that's about it. Yeah, looking forward to your questions. I will just jump in and try to answer some of these here on the that were asked previously. So let's just zoom in a little bit so you can see it as well, and let's see what we have here. So I'll just put in all comments and just see the comments as they came in. So Gareth is asking, how do I add a team member? I saw a question like this answered saying it'll be a feature added to the agency license. However, that's not relevant. I'm not using GrooveFunnels as an agency. I simply need more than one person able to access and update the site without sharing credentials. Follow on question: if I have someone else working on the site and sharing my login credentials, can we both work on different pages simultaneously, or will there be problems with saving? Thanks, David. Garrett, great question. There is a difference between agency and user permissions and roles. We will have both at a certain time. The first one that we will be working on, and that is coming quite soon, will be the user permissions and roles. So in case you go to groovefunnels.com/infographic, you can have a look at that at the actual timeline. And on the timeline, it is not decided what date it will be. But there is an option for agency where multiple Groove accounts can be managed under a single account, and then there is also additional users and roles. So it is not going to be developed by this sequence. We just didn't have a correct date yet, so that's why we didn't add it on. But I'm confident that the additional users and roles will be the first one to be deployed, because this is something that is needed when doing sales, and also for the upcoming features like for example, Groove Webinar will need to have moderators, and this will help actually get on moderators to one Groove Webinar platform. Also, when you will have Groove Calendar for your bookings, and you have multiple, for example, multiple employees, they will also need to have users and roles in order to be able to accept those bookings that you have set up in your account. So user your roles and basically dash additional users and roles, this is the feature that you're looking for. That's not available yet, and it's not related to the agency. People mix it up because they don't fully understand what the difference is. This means the agency means that with your one account you'll be able to manage other accounts as well, okay, like other Groove accounts. With the additional users and roles, there will be one account, but you will be able to add on multiple logins for different users. That's basically it. So and you'll be also having the options to limit what user sees what options. Like for example, one user that you got access to your account can see maybe the designing options for GroovePages, for example, or another user can maybe see only GrooveBlog just to work on your content. Some users may want to also get access to your affiliate systems and GrooveSell accounts and things like that. So that's going to be different. There is no confirmed date yet, but that is going to be worked on. We are prioritizing these platforms that we have on here because once that is out, then we can build on top of that. So we can give user permissions and roles into these platforms out there. For now, there are people that suggest using LastPass. LastPass is a password management option where you can actually create a LastPass account for your virtual assistant, and then using that, LastPass gives them. It doesn't give them the actual username and password. However, it just provides them with the correct login details, so they can access it without the passwords. For your follow-up question, the answer to this one, if you can work on different pages simultaneously, you can. However, that may and could cause saving issues and just loss of work if you, for example, save and publish both at the same time or things like that. So my suggestion is don't do that. If somebody is logged into one account and does work on one account, don't use that account on another platform, on another device, and save changes simultaneously. So that's not something I suggest. What I do suggest, if you are looking for somebody to work on your designs for your funnels, websites, and things like that, just get them your affiliate link, get them to sign up under your link, and they can actually work on those designs. Once they are done, they can create a share link, they share out the website, and you can import it to your account. That's basically what I suggest. Okay, moving on. Kimberly, I'm going to try to make it 2, but for the life of me, I can't get my membership site to save when I add a photo or anything. This must be due to that saving issue. So Kimberly, just try to do on empty cache and hard reload. Let me just show you how to do it. When you are logged into Groove, just right click somewhere inside the builder, click the inspect option, hover over the reload or the refresh button inside Chrome and click and hold. Okay, this will give you 3 options: normal reload, hard reload, and empty cache and hard reload. You need to choose the third one, empty cache and hard reload. Once that is done, it will actually reload basically the whole code. It will take the fresh code from the servers. And the next step is very important. You need to log out. Okay, so you need to go over here to this pancake menu, or the hamburger menu as they call it, and click the logout button. Okay, if you want to just make certain that you did it correctly, you do it right one more time. So right click, inspect, click and hold the reload button, empty cache and hard reload. This will make sure that everything is loaded in from scratch, like basically the code is the fresh code. And once you go in and try to edit your memberships, it should be working. This has been reported as a solution by our devs and the support and the higher tier support people. So please give it a go. Let's just see here. Do I need a subcategory under welcome category, because they seem to be same? Category is not the same as subcategory. If you, for example, have a product which you have 3 different levels, like the basic level gets only a couple of things, and like the standard access level gets a couple of things and something else, and then the premium level, for example, gets everything, then categories are the way that you would manage them. For example, one category would be for the basic plan. The next category would be for the advanced, or for the standard, and then for the premium they would get access to they would have another category added on. Basically the premium would get all the access to all 3 categories, the standard would get only 2 categories, and the basic would get 1 category. So the categories I suggest you to use if you want to either either separate a big membership or different access levels to different categories. Subcategories can go deeper, basically to put in like topics and different parts of that category. So hopefully this gets you a little bit of understanding. I did a full-on training on this, so if you just search for GrooveMember anywhere literally, so if you just, my suggestion is to search in YouTube, because YouTube is the second best world search engine. So if you type in GrooveMember inside the YouTube, or maybe in our YouTube channel, you will see how to create your membership in GrooveMember. There I explain this very thoroughly, so if you want to learn about creating memberships with GrooveMember, then I suggest you have a look at that. Free account right now, that's fine. Please do not spam me telling me you can help me charge me. Okay. Also, is there a way to make the color button open just to type in our color scheme? And there is no way to modify the colors of the memberships at the moment. That will be coming soon. That would be a huge help in congruency of colors. Thanks. Hope to see you soon. Oh, one more thing. Is it possible to incorporate templates into membership pages like GroovePages? No. So GrooveMember is a dynamic system. It is hard coded, and it pulls the information from the database. It's not a static page. What we have in GroovePages, it can be templated, it can be created easily with just drag and drop, but the actual GrooveMember layout and the style is something that is hard coded, similarly to what Facebook has here. So this is hard coded, that this will show the main content. This is hard coded, they will show the about section and things like that. This is hard coded, this is going to show the cover images and things like that. So as Facebook did it, like hard coding different parts and then populating those parts with content, this is what we do on GrooveMember as well. We will have different styles and layouts at a later point, but we just needed to start with something and then develop it further. The functionality is what is the most important at this moment, and once that is done, we can focus on creating more layouts. Okay, so this was Leonard. I actually explained that first. So let me see. Gareth has another question. Can you point me to a video you suggest in Imperfect Action challenge to model where Mike Filsaime gives an example of the video? To have that explained there on affiliate cover, do Matt, please. Okay, yeah. So Leonard provided that video. For everybody else, if you would like to know and learn how to create the welcome or an affiliate video for your butterfly marketing system, I highly suggest you log into your Groove dashboard, click partner program, and here there is a video from Mike, which he does that very, very nicely for the actual Groove affiliate program, so that you actually promote Groove as an affiliate. So this is the video you should watch. It's accessible for everybody. If you want to model it, like have a look what he's talking about, how he's talking about it, how does he do the math for the people, and it just explains. If you get for example, you know how it works. You get 100 free people, who in turn get 100 free people. That's 10,000 people you can earn from. And basically, he does the math for the actual affiliates to bring them in and then start selling for the benefits of the program. Okay, so next question is from Angie McCoy Hills. Question: when setting up an email capture form and integrating with MailChimp, are we able to send send to tags or segments, or only lists? So you put them on the list and you do the automation on the MailChimp site or the actual side of the platform you're using. If you're using Aweber Active Campaign or whatever, you just create the actual automation. When somebody signs up to this list, add them to a sequence, tag them, do certain things. So when you create the actual email capture forms and the integrations within Groove, you just send them to a list. I'm confused how to handle that with multiple lead pages and multiple segments or tags, as I only see an option to add to a list. Yeah, it is an add to a list. So MailChimp has an add to a list. I believe Aweber or some other integrations have more options for tagging as well. But adding to a list just gives you the flexibility. If you have more landing page or lead pages and different options, just create another list for those, and then you'll be able to collect multiple or basically contacts from multiple places at the same time. Angie McCoy says, when setting up a contact us form, I'm using Zapier. Not sure if there's a better option, but seems there's only one Zap, so I can configure out how to create different contact us forms on different pages, brands. Is there a better option? Actually, there's really not one Zap. You can create as many as you want. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here, and within Zapier, I have a free account as well, and it works really nicely. So there is no one Zap that you can create. You can actually create, and let me just show you. I was on here just a moment ago. Zapier. Let's see, Zapier. Here we go. So I have a free account with Zapier. I don't. Here we go. So free plan. You can have 100 tasks, and you can have 5 Zaps. If you want to upgrade, and you can do that, but at this moment you can have 5 Zaps on a free account, which means that 5 Zaps need to be turned on. So in case you turn on something else, then this will calculate that there are 2 Zaps on there. Yeah, there is another way, which is using SendGrid. So SendGrid is a platform that you could use for the same thing. It may look technical, but don't worry about that. You can start for free. It's pretty simple to connect. Basically, it does the similar things. You can use this to send out emails also, but you can also make SendGrid receive the emails, or receive the contact, or receive the content from the contact form, and just forward it to somebody else. When you want to connect, where am I here? When you want to connect SendGrid in the integrations, you just need to add a new integration and choose web form. Okay, here then it says SendGrid API key. There are videos on YouTube. You can have a look for connecting SendGrid to Groove. So have a look at that. They also have a very, very generous free plan, so you don't have to necessarily go with Zapier in case you don't want it. Here you go, 0 for month, 100 emails a day forever, which is quite a lot, and they offer all that you need if you want to just send emails back and forth to yourself for receiving the contact form information. Okay, so that's basically it for that question. Let me have a look at other questions. Raghu is saying here, I was trying to do a full width container under block. I've seen your video over here. In this video, it shows select container and go to size and choose full width of the container. There is no full option in dropdown. Yeah, that was changed. Some of our options were modified. Let me just close this one quickly. So this is when you're having a platform developed like very, very heavily. Let me just jump in and show you how to do that. So when you go, I will just hide myself so I don't cover anything. Let me just show you something like, I'll go and put in an empty container. Inside the container, I will put a background, just green color, and I will just put in this text in the. Okay, so now as you can see, I have this green container on here. I'll zoom out. Green container, but I would like it to be full width. So the way I do it is I click on it, and here in the size, you choose the width, max width, to be 100%. So you scroll down and you choose 100%. That's one of the options at the bottom. You cannot see it from my banner, so let me just hide it. So over here, 100%, select it, and as you can see now, the actual section, the container jumped to full width. I talked with the devs, and I'm going to try to make this simpler, just to put back the full version over here as we had it previously. I don't really know why that was changed, but the functionality is still there, so it's not removed, it's just renamed. Okie doke. So I'm going to come back on the camera here, and hopefully this gives you an understanding of how to work with that Raghu. But let me just jump in and see the comments from the live stream, just to see what people are asking. Okay, perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Can I use your video for my website? You can use all the videos that are publicly available on the Groove Digital YouTube channel. You can embed them. If you plan to download them and then modify them and then just do some funky stuff with it, don't. I wouldn't suggest, because that's not smart. However, if you want to just show the videos that we created, that we have it publicly available, feel free to use that. And I even suggest on some cases to maybe bundle them together. What you could do is, if you're going into affiliate marketing and you want to maybe promote Groove with your own affiliate link, maybe you could go onto the YouTube channel and then find the good videos, just combine them together into a nice little spreadsheet or a document, just to videos that you recommend watching, and maybe you can give that as a curated list of videos, like a curated, I don't know, tutorial videos that you can give as a bonus for the people that sign up with you. This is something that you could do, but just don't try to download the videos or do some funky stuff with it. Just as they are online, just get the links and try to use those. Okay, how can I remove Powered by GrooveSell in GrooveSell checkout page? That you cannot remove that. That's hard coded right now. There are feature requests for having that, the option to remove it, but I don't know. I don't know anything about if that is being worked on or not. Varun, I'm unable to set free or paid members under affiliate program. Is it operational or down due to GrooveMail? Nope, that's not down to GrooveMail. The affiliate commissions are set up in GrooveSell, so it doesn't really have anything to do with GrooveMail. Let me just jump in and show you. So if you go into GrooveSell, the different commission levels are set up in the affiliate step when you're setting up your affiliate program on your products. So let's just go into one of these products, LemonAid book, for example. And then I'm just going to choose the LemonAid course over here. These are just demo products. They don't have any real content, or it's just like that. In the step number 9, affiliates, you can activate your affiliate program, and then you go to commission overrides, and here you actually create overrides. So here you can add on a new commission override, which you just click on the button, add new commission override. And then you type in over here, instead of affiliate commission override number 1, you add in free members. Okay, and then you decide what the sales commission will be. So for the tier 1, it's going to be, I don't know, 50%, and for the tier 2, it's going to be 25%. Okay, that's for the free, or let's just say paid members first. And then we can do another one, add a new commission override and then you scroll down a little bit lower, then you set up free members, and then you add on the commission override for the free members, which would be 25. For example, this is what I'm setting up now. You can decide your own numbers, and then maybe 10% on the tier 2. Once you've done this, you click save, and then you can jump back to GrooveMail in order to see the automations. In the automations panel, you should now be able to see the actual overrides, the commission overrides, just by going on and setting up somebody purchased a product, let's just say any product, and then add them as an affiliate on a custom commission tier. Okay, you select the funnel, which going to be LemonAid book. You select the actual product that we set up here, and then you have now paid members and free members, the two commission tiers that were set up in GrooveSell. So you select which one you want to add on, and then you click or add and save, and you're done. So this doesn't have much to do with sending. So this is not related to GrooveMail sending. What is halted in GrooveMail is just purely when you click the button and it sends out an email. That's basically halted, nothing else. Jason Chef, I tried to test the abandoned cart email sequences GrooveKart, but when the follow-up email comes, I clicked the link, but it didn't take me back to the cart with items in it. Can you walk through? It could be something that needs to be looked into by the devs, but I can show you how I set it up. So let me just come over here and just open GrooveKart. I'm just going to go into one of these dummy stores that I have. Okay, so inside the there's abandoned carts over here. So when you're in the dashboard, orders, abandoned carts, you can set up your abandoned cart messaging, and the three over here are already set up. You just need to make sure that they are turned on. So let's just go and have a look. So these are the custom fields that you can use in order to provide more customized options. For example, if the customer's name is John, it will say hi John instead of hi first name. So here you can put in the cart content, shop name, shop URL, and things like that. So this is what you play with. If you added them on correctly, if you just try to use the default emails and it still didn't work, reach out to support. There may be something that that would need to be looked into in the backend systems, in the code. But there's not much that you can make, that you can mix up or mess up, because if you put in your content, if you use these variables over here, it just auto populates when the email is being sent out automatically. So there is not much that you can see how I set it up. So these are the variables over here. It shows values designed should be with lowercase letters. Either way, your customers won't see it. So that's basically it. In case you want to add on more sequences, then you add them on here. You can also create templates. So over here, these are like kind of some these are the sequences. Sorry, where are the templates? Abandoned cart. Oh, here we go. So here are the templates, and then you can create the sequences using those templates on here. So that's basically it. Yeah, I don't really know what the issue is, but if you could, Jason, please record a full-on video with what went wrong and how it displays and things like that. Sometimes just users don't give enough information to support, and then the whole fixing the issue takes much longer than needed. So what I suggest, anytime you do any kind of support with any kind of technology online, try to do either screenshots or documentations or anything like that. But the easiest way is just to download Loom or SensePark or any other awesome screenshots. I don't even know how that's called. Some awesome screenshots, I believe. These are all platforms for recording your screen. Even if you turn off the microphone, you don't have to talk. Just show the actual flow of what happens, because the devs can actually understand where something may have gone wrong. They can also see if you do that, make sure you record your whole window so that they can see also in the address bar, because sometimes the only thing the devs just need to see is something in the address bar, and that they can pinpoint to the problem directly. They can just see, okay, something is wrong on here, there is not a good string or whatever, so they can just pinpoint it. A lot of times when I see users using GroovePages or GrooveSell or other platforms, I also first look into the address bar to see what's happening, what the actual customers are are doing, and then I can just say, okay, this is wrong. So yeah, try to reach out to support with as much information as you can so they can look into this one for you. Okay, let's just see. What if I have a customer that wants a website? I create one for him, but how do I give him access to his website? Will there be back office for my clients? So Tiris, this is something that you would be happy with. You give access to the website so that the customer can manage it. Take your affiliate link. So let me just show you. If you go out here and you, let me just go back in here. So you go to Groove Partner Program, you take your affiliate link, you give it to your client. They sign up with this affiliate link. Okay, so you copy over the affiliate link, and I'm now the client. I go and open this. I need to sign up. Okay, I get my free Groove account and I log into my free Groove account. The next step, what you need to do is first try to navigate back to where you were in GroovePages. Second, create a share link for your client. Once they have their own Groove account, you can just go and open the website that you created for them. In the upper right hand side corner, click the share site, add a link. So you just click the add link button. Let me just delete this. Okay, you click the add link button, and then you have a link over here. If you share this link then with your client, that will import the actual whole site directly into the client's GroovePages account. So they will have all the pages that you worked on. They will have the pop-ups. They will have the custom codes. They will have everything that you provided to them, except the integrations. And what else? Yeah, so the integrations will not be transferred over because the integrations are account based. So they would need to set up their own integrations in case you have some forms or things like that. But the buttons will be linked to the same things that you set it up to and things like that. So it's just going to make a copy and then import it into the actual client's account. So that's the flow you should take. Okay, where did I stop here? JP concept. How can I set up quickly GrooveMail on my GrooveKart? GrooveMail and GrooveKart, they don't have an inbuilt integration right now. What you could do is create a form. So in case you GrooveMail, you can create a form over here. As you can see, I have a couple of forms, and you can just get the code. And I suggest you use the raw HTML code and copy this over. You bring it over to your GrooveKart store, which I closed right now, and you just embed it on the page where you want it to be. I'll just quickly go in and show you. But you go into the builder, you open the page that you want to edit, and then you use the element which is called code embed. Okay, so if you click elements, you click content, or HTML code, sorry, HTML code. That's the name of the element. You can put in the HTML code over here, and if you click on here, please add your HTML code. You go over here to the settings on the right hand sidebar, and you just paste in the code that you copied over from GrooveMail. Once you're done, make sure you click this check mark, and that will not display inside the builder, but you would need to save and then preview it from the front end. Then it will actually show up. So let's just do this. Over here. And now here is our GrooveMail form. You can manage this further by styling it, by putting in 3 columns. This is what I did. It's not necessarily the best option, but it works. So to manage this easier, what I did is I went in and added on 3 rows here, and then I just pulled in the actual embed code in the middle row like that. Click the save button, and then if you refresh on the front end here, it will actually look much better with a smaller form, because now there is a column over here, and in the middle one we just added on the form. So this is how you can connect it. Please, or not please, if you're using GrooveMail, the sending of emails is temporarily halted, and this is the message that people get wherever they are. GrooveMail sending is temporarily halted. Basically, even if you get somebody to sign up on your form, you will not be able to send out emails at this moment in time, which is 16th of February 2021. That's just temporarily, as it says. But once it's back, you'll be able to send out emails to your lists and the leads that came in through your GrooveKart store. I'm following module 5, step 2, setting up an affiliate file, no drop down. Okay, I believe I answered that already. David, you're such a rock star. Thank you. I want to get people to my membership. Can I get squeeze page to direct them to the membership capturing their email? Is that possible through the member section? I will rewatch the GrooveMember. Thank you. I want to get people to my membership. Can I create a squeeze page to direct them to the membership capturing their email? You could do that just simply creating a GrooveMail form. So as we just did in GrooveKart, we added on this GrooveMail form, as you can see here. What we could do is we can set up, if somebody fills out this form, they will get added into the membership directly. The way you do it is you go into GrooveMail. This is where you set up the form. And once you have the form up and ready, you go into automation. So here in the left-hand sidebar, there is a robot icon which says automation. If you click on it, you can create a new automation which will say, if somebody fills out the form, then you just select the form that you created. You just gave it a name, and you now select it over here. Then add them to a membership, and then you select the membership that you already created. In my situation, it will be, for example, Groove Academy. And then you select the access level that you created for them, and then you can add them on like this. Once you set up this this automation, you need to do one more thing. You need to scroll down to the bottom and make sure that you turned it on. Okay, so once you see that play button, you need to make sure that you click it. You cannot see it from behind me, but it's over here. It's a play button, but once you click it, it will turn over to a pause button. So if you see pause button, then that means that it's working correctly. If you don't see a pause button, that means that you didn't turn it on and the automations will not be firing correctly. So now it's basically everybody that signs up through this form. Where is it here? Everybody that signs up through this form will get added automatically to that membership as well. Okay. Cool. What live streaming service are you using? This is StreamYard. Sorry if this has been asked just right. Is there an easy way to add a CTA button to GrooveBlog? We don't have buttons yet for blog right now. There will be options like countdown timers, buttons, different banners. What else? Like we have quite a lot of things planned for GrooveBlog, but that's just not available right now. You could do just the text, hyperlink the text, make sure that it's nice and visible, and then link that somewhere. Okay, somebody tried a hard reload over here and it didn't work. Try 3 times. Good. Please create a video about the situation, what happened on your account, and please raise a support ticket on that topic. Okay, Katrina, David, are any of the existing GroovePages templates animated, or do you know if there are plans for release free or paid animated GroovePages templates for the future? Animated templates, I don't think we will be creating them. Animations, they don't really do much in case of conversions. They may look pretty, they may look nice, but they really distract the customer from the actual point of the sales message. So if you want high converting options, don't do animated funnels and websites. You can have a call to action that jumps up a couple of times just so that it attracts the viewer to see it. But what I've seen is like this jumps from here, this jumps, this slides in, then it fades in, and it's like whoa, what's happening? So you don't want that. We're not going to be creating templates that do this, because that's just not something everybody prefers, and we don't prefer it ourselves. If you have a look at any of our sites from Groove, or any of our sales messages or sales pages, they don't have this, because it has been proven not to convert high if there are animations, like if there is a abundance of animations on there. My suggestion: have one which is going to be mainly for the call to action button, which fires when the actual button is previewed. But yeah, basically that's it. I don't suggest myself even any kind of animation. That's just not something users need for conversions. We do have them. It's an option. We have bunch of animations that you can choose from, but it's just not needed. um Hello, David. Thanks for the info. I have an issue with the checkout page with the payment options. I get, oops, something went wrong. Please try again. That's just not enough information for me to be able to tell you what could be wrong. Please record a full-on walkthrough of how you set up the product, what is the payment gateway that you chosen, how you set up the payment gateway, and then how the error happens. If you send this to the support desk, they will have something to work with, so they can have a look and then say, okay, this is wrong. So they can guide you to the right direction. Just by letting me know the error message, unfortunately, that doesn't give me an option to know what could be wrong. Bright saying, earlier today I tried to use Zapier, but it constantly had issues connecting with GrooveFunnels account. Is there something I'm missing? We are working on a newer version, which is being tested right now. Zapier had some updates, which requires us to update on our side as well. It may be, but most probably it's because of that. So the new Zapier connection works with invites now. We're going to be testing it from our side. It has been worked on for quite a few days right now, and it should be out in the next couple of days. So in case you're using Zapier, if you had previously connected with it, it shouldn't be any issues. But in case you're trying to do a new connection, that is going to be giving error messages, because Zapier updated. We needed to also update our Zapier connections, so that could be due to that. Can I get my own email account with GrooveMail? GrooveMail is not an inbox software. It's not something that you create your email address with. GrooveMail is an autoresponder or an email automation software, which means that you can set up different emails and send them bulk to a lot of different email addresses. But to have your own inbox like Gmail or Yahoo, that's not something you can do with GrooveMail, because it's just not created for that. Okay, Nick is saying, when will GrooveMail be back and up and running? So from when we actually halted it, it's around 60 days. So around April we should have it back. Adi saying, can you show us how we can do tracking from Groove Affiliate with the new updates? I did a video on that one last week, which was on Thursday. So have a look at that one, Adi. I don't really want to go in right now one more time. There is a recording of that already. It was somewhere in the middle of the session last week. So please have a look at that. Can you show us again how to use or set up a tracking inside GrooveFunnels? Again, Leonard, that was done last week already. It took me 20-ish minutes, and I don't really want to redo it one more time. There was already a video about that. How can I send my work to the customer? I just mentioned this earlier. You created your page, your funnel, you get your affiliate link, share it with your client, they sign up, and you just click the share site option and you provide them with that link as well. It will automatically import the actual site into their account. This one, GrooveKart is not suited for Indian users just because two things: no cash on delivery feature, no automations where with other apps like Shopify. Um, Shopify, if you have a look at Shopify by itself, it doesn't really have a lot of options. Most of the options are through their apps. We don't have apps, that's correct. We don't have as many apps like Shopify does. Um, but I wouldn't say it's not suited for Indian users. It's just depending on the needs. It's like maybe you are looking at a Toyota, but you want to drive in a rally, in a race with that Toyota. So it's not suited for that purpose. It depends what you're using the actual store platform for, or basically the tool for. Go with a tool that provides the features that you need. If you're needing these features, GrooveKart is not for you, but it's not suited for Indian users, or it's not suited for these users because it doesn't have automations. Just different purposes need different tools. So yeah, you're correct. There is no cash on delivery feature that can be requested and upvoted on our feedback platform. But also, in case you need automations, that's going to be coming. Shopify is it also took Shopify quite some time for them to add those automations with apps. So it's being worked on, but it's just not available right now. So in case you need something else at the moment, and if you want to have those features, you can have a look at the tools that provide those features. I will record and send to support. Awesome. Sorry, David, I probably missed your answer about using CloudFlare. I'm watching your tutorial for getting your domain to set up on GroovePage. Do we still need CloudFlare? Yes, at this moment, currently, you still need CloudFlare, but not for long. Actually, yesterday I was testing out the feature for the new domain publishing. There's a couple of things that need to be corrected. They're going back and forth with the devs and the testers. It looks great and it works nicely. A couple more changes and then we will not need CloudFlare anymore. Can we move Groove Webinar up on the calendar? No, it's not something that you move up and down on the calendar. Development takes time, and it's like when you actually build out your business, can you move your business launch up a couple of months? That's just probably not something that you can do because it requires a lot of planning and investment of time and money and effort, and it's like dependent on a lot of things. I know that you may want to use it right now, but just make sure you understand that once our platforms come out, they are a base version of the platform, so there is still development needed in order to get them up and running, and basically to be in a rank with some other platforms out there. For example, a blogging platform that is called GrooveBlog. It came out and it's very nice, and it can handle a lot of things already. However, it's still not on the level where other blogging platforms are. It's going to be, but there are features missing still that that we just need to slowly develop into the actual platform. So yeah, it's not something we move up and down the calendar because we just decided. So it takes time. Amir is saying I was able to set up the partner program in GrooveSell. How does the partner get paid the percentage I set in place? Also, does the partner have to be in my GrooveSell account? They need to have a Groove account, because this is how you decide. How to or who to actually give the commissions to. I believe you asked how the commissions are paid out in the group the other day. I don't know if I answered or not, but if you go and create the partner contracts in GrooveSell, that is automatically splitting the money between two people, two users. So over here, if you go to product funnels, you can see partner contracts. Here you set up the partner contract, and let me just show you how that is done. So you give the contract a name. Also, partner contracts is going to be develop further with more information. Like if a change is created, then the partner gets an email about it. They also need to sign something or give a permission, and both parties need to confirm to it. At this moment, this is not the case. There's still work involved in that, but a partner contract can have either one funnel or a one product or one price point. If you already have a partner contract with somebody on that contract, for example, I'm going to use a funnel, Protein X. If I'm selling the Protein X with somebody and I want to partner with, for example, let's just say Angie Norris and me, we are selling Protein X training, and any product and at any price point, if that is purchased, we are going to I already have a contract on this. So if you have a partner contract on one of these product funnels already, you're not going to be able to have it for another person, the same person to have or another person to have the same funnel or the product or something on a contract with you. So let's just see if this has, okay, this one doesn't have anyone, but you need to have the partner that you want to add on here with a contract. They need to have a Groove account. This way then we can search for the username, or we can search for an email. For example, if I type in Loop Slick, this is one of the accounts that I have. I use it for testing purposes. So as you can see here, the name is Test Lemon, and here you decide what the percentage is going to be. I'm just going to like split it in the middle, 50-50. So now that this is set up, if a purchase is made in that funnel, would it be on the price point of monthly subscription or a paid an annual subscription or whatever, this person is going to get 50% of that money, and this person is going to get 50% of that money. That's basically it. Then you can manage the contracts further and have a look at the status over here with partner contract distributions. You can see that this partner has that much and that much earned, and so much and so on. Invite and partner contracts. If you get an invite from somebody, they are going to show up over here, and it is going to show up how much you earned and unpaid and being processed and things like that. Okay, doke. Cool. Let me see, where did I stop? Agreed. COD was not an option in Shopify for years. The Indian users need to what the were doing before COD. Okay. I don't know what this means. Cash on delivery is COD. Okay. Cash on delivery was not an option in Shopify for years. The Indian users need to do what they were doing before COD. Okay. I don't know how to react to that. Cash on delivery is not an option at this moment. It will take some development time to add it on. But if you would like to have that feature, please upvote it on groovekart.canny.io. David, can I transfer a dropshipping store from Ali Dropship to GrooveKart? Not really. You would need to recreate it in GrooveKart. It's not possible to import it from somewhere. It just doesn't have that functionality. GrooveBlog, easy to use? Yeah, absolutely. It's easy to use. It's going to be still easy to use. We just need to add on more options into that. There is a lot of things happening. For example, we were fixing a couple of issues this week, and we added support for Groove Video. So now Groove Video is going to be available from next week. You'll be able to use Groove Video links added onto your blog and just have the videos playing in the blog very nicely. We also fixed a couple of loading issues and things like that. So it's a lot of things are happening, but it just takes time for us to add on all those functionalities in the backend. Could you please guide how to set up form post option? There is a video on that, but I can do it. I didn't do a video on this for some time. So let's just jump in and then display how this works. Okay, where is my GroovePages? I believe this one. Okay, so for forms, you can have an integration over here. So if you have Zapier, you have MailChimp, you have Aweber or something, you can create an integration. However, if you would like, you can use also Post. And Post is webhooks, basically. Webhooks mean that you get a link from a duct taping app, which I call it a duct taping app. It's an automation app which gives you a link, and inside that automation platform, which I will show you one, which is, I believe, the most generous at this time, they will allow you to connect it with different apps. So for example, if you want to have this form being filled out by your customer, and then to send the information that the customer gives to a different app, and also maybe collect that information on a Google Sheet, then you can use a Post option. Most of these integrations that we have, except Zapier, will not allow you to collect this information on a Google Sheet, for example, and to mark them in an email autoresponder, so you can automatically contact people. So I will show you how to work with the Post function. The Post function, you would need to have a duct taping app like Zapier, but I don't suggest Zapier because Zapier requires an upgraded plan. You need to pay in order to have webhook access, and you need this one, connections via webhooks, and you need to pay $19 or $20 per month. Or if you're going with an annual subscription, if you're going with a monthly subscription, then it's $25 a month in order to have 750 tasks and to have webhooks. I can show you an alternative which I use myself as well. It's called Integrately. Integrately has decided that they will give webhooks for free, and at this moment they are running a promotion. They are giving up to 6,000 tasks per month. That is for lifetime. So you can share with a couple of friends your link that you sign up for free. You share their link, they sign up through you, and you can have 6,000 tasks. So Zapier gives you 750 tasks for that much money over here. Even if we choose the 1,500 tasks, you need to pay $50 a month. Integrately gives that for free, and also they give you webhooks for free. So even if you have just a free account, you can start using webhooks for this Post functionality. So I'll just log in with my own account that I have. I'll show you how to do that. In Integrately, we already have, if you type in Groove, we have GroovePages added on here. So what this means, that you can have different recipes. So when somebody filled out the details in GroovePages, add them to Autopilot, which is a platform out there, or create them as a contact in ClickSend, or add them as a subscriber in MailerLite, or do whatever over here. So there are some recipes. For example, when somebody filled out that form, when response is received in GroovePages, send an email via Gmail. So you can create these kinds of automations. One of the automations I want to do right now is just add them on the sheet, Google Sheet. Okay, so this is basically it. So when this happens, when a form is submitted in GroovePages, then create a spreadsheet row in Google Sheets. Then you can click go, and you can use the automation builder, or you can just go and do this. I just use the automation builder all the time. You need to connect your Groove account with the actual link. So this is the webhook URL, which is going to be pasted in the form post URL over here. Make sure you pasting in with your keyboard, then the update button will allow everything over here. So this is now done. That's basically it. Let's just publish it, and then let's test it out. So in order to make this, we need to put a test connection, okay? But first, we need to actually publish the page. So as you can see, it is publishing. we need to publish the page and test it out. So preview the page on a that we published and test it out from here. So now that we have the page, we need to make sure that we test it out. So David Lemon, and then the email, we're just going to give Groove LemonAid. Okay, it says success through message. This means that we can now click the test connection and click refresh data, and now the actual form within Integrately has been pulled in. So this is the email information that it found. Let's see if it pulls in the name as well. If it doesn't pull in the name, that must mean that something was not set up correctly. So let's just see name. Here, input name, we didn't add it on. Name. There we go. Publish. So it just pulled in the email information because that was set up correctly. The form for the form field for the name was not set up properly. So we would need to retest it and then refresh the data in order to see name and email, both of those that were pulled in. Then you connect with your Google Sheet account over here, and then it's going to be able to create these rows in the actual Google Sheet. So what you need is Groove. What you need is a free account with Integrately. It is awesome. Believe me, guys. This is and even their plans. If you want to go with a paid plan, they give just so much more. They give 14,000 tasks. They give webhooks and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, definitely, if there is a platform that I suggest for duct taping different platforms together, it's Integrately. Have a look at that, and you can also refer some of your friends, clients, whoever you're working with, and you can get 6,000 tasks. I did that, and I got that option for 6,000 tasks. Let's have a look. There we go. So I got 6,000 tasks for referral reward. I also was on their leaderboard for sharing my link, and I got 3,000 extra tasks. But I got their professional lifetime also. So yeah, there's a lot to do. Integrately is awesome. So check it out. And we are working closely with them. I was chatting the other day with a founder of Integrately, and as soon as we have more actions and things like that from within Groove, we are going to be adding it on. Also, Integrately is one of the most requested integrations in our feedback portal, so that is going to be worked on as well. Let me just see some of the other comments on here. Dave, you're amazing. You're as famous as a superstar. Thank you very much. I don't know why. I just do calls like these. I answer questions, so I appreciate it. I don't know what I have to offer except my knowledge, but that's good. Thank you very much. I am a problem with uploading the product photos to GrooveKart. Photos won't show to product list as at the backend and storefront. Joshua, I don't know what could be the issue. Please, if you could just record a video, just try to use something like loom.com, loom.com, and just record how you uploading the image on GrooveKart, how you're trying to use it, and what the image is, so that we can look into it, because at this moment I just don't have enough information to be able to assist. Thank you, David, but I can't find tracking video. Can you drop a link, please? Yeah, I will drop a link as soon as I'm finished with this. It's so hard to build a blank website on your platform. Can you fix that? Like other users are using it, so try to learn yourself through templates, and try to just learn from the videos that I created. Most of my build videos are building something from scratch, so maybe just have a look at the video. All the elements and container things on the right is so confusing. Well, there's not much I can do about that. You just need to educate yourself a little. Just look through some tutorials. There's a lot which is great, but it's so confusing. You need to unconfuse yourself. There is going to be even more features. There's not going to be less features coming to Groove. So the sooner you learn, the sooner you will get comfortable, and then you will unconfuse yourself because you'll be comfortable with the options that we provide. Can we create a scheduling form with a drop down for the date selection? In GroovePages, not at this moment, but let me have a look if in the GrooveMail, that is an option. I'm not sharing my screen, I know. I'm just going to test it out just to see if we have that option. I don't think so. No, we don't have a date picker option. That's going to be probably coming soon when we add on Groove Calendar. Sir, how can I remove my page? My Groove page, my site is electronic and electrician, all solutions platform. How can make good I have no clue what I need to answer this here. Sir, how can I remove my Groove page? You can just click the delete button. So you go into GroovePages, you see your sites, you click the 3 dots. I'm just display over here. So inside your GroovePages, if you just go out like this, you should be able to see your pages. You click these 3 little dots, and there is a delete option over here that you can click to delete your pages. Let's see. My site is electronic and electrician, all solution platform. How can make good? I don't really know what I need to answer to this one, so I apologize. I tried duplicating a pricing column, but I didn't have the option to edit anything on a duplicate. Is that normal? I don't know what you mean. Let me just demo that myself. So if you're going in to use some pricing blocks, let me just do something else as well. Maybe some pricing blocks from the wireframes. Let's just try to use these. So there is a lot of things that you can duplicate. The one that I suggest to duplicate is the actual container over here. If you duplicate this, it's going to be adding it down below, because there is no other place, there is no extra columns to work with. So duplication is not the best option to add something like that. What I do suggest to do, let me see if we have, so there is no drag option for these containers, as you can see. Even if you add on a new container over here, let me see, if you add on a container which has 4 rows over here, it's not going to work because you cannot drag them out. What you could do is test something like this. So just see if you can do something with these column options. Here on the top you have these blocks which allows you to add on more containers and more columns. This is something that that came out recently that you can test and you can play with. It works with the block element. Let me just see if we can do that with the container as well. Yeah, we cannot do it with the container. Let's try here. Here you can see that it works on this container itself. Okay, so on here, if we add on, okay, we can add on more containers on top of this. So if we add this, that's not what we want. So adding on containers is an option, but that's not something that could help us on this side. So how I would do it is I would just pull in an element which is 3 columns somewhere on the top or bottom of this one. Maybe I just want to see if I can add it in the same block. Or not, 4 columns. Here we go. So now it's in the same block. So what I would do is I would just copy over the styling, or just bring in everything that I have here and then style it accordingly. So what you could do also is click on this part and then create a global style, create new style. I'll just call it BG for background. And if I come into this container, I can just apply the BG styling. Here we go. I would just need to work a little bit on my spacing, on my on my sizing, and then I would be able to do something that looks good by this plan. Okay, so what you could do also is going in here and copying these things over as well. If you don't get an option to copy everything at the same time, you could go and copy things one by one. You add them on here, or you can just duplicate this and then bring them over here, and then duplicate this, not that, here, and then bring them over here. Yeah, so something like that. There's other ways to do it. There's just something that I wanted to do here. So please test it yourself. There's a lot of options. It's like if you logged into Photoshop previously, there is so much things that you could do, and most of the things can be done a lot of different ways. This is just one of those options. Can you provide a ClickFunnels resource link for design ideas you have given a while ago, but I don't remember what you named it? It's not something I named. It's just publicly available. Just look into ClickFunnels Trello board or ClickFunnels templates or something like that. ClickFunnels templates Trello in Google, and then you'll find it. I also tried duplicating just parts of the pricing column that I didn't need, but to edit, but duplicated part keeps on going to the back of the column, so it stayed hidden. I don't really understand it. The duplicated part kept on going to the back of the column, so it stayed hidden. I don't really understand what that means. Just a second. Okay, so there is, but Free Groove have branding at the end of page. They won't be a way to give them client access to my account, maybe in the future. That is going to be the agency, but it's still not going to allow you to have their website and their funnels and their sales on your account, because that's just going to make a mess. So if you give them your link, they need to upgrade. So get them to upgrade. This way you get commissions as well. They will have a lifetime account. They will not need to pay for a website, blogging platform, sales system online, and it's just good for you, good for them. But even if they decide to go with a free account, that little small bar at the bottom of the page is not something that makes or breaks deals. So give them the option, like they could have a free account, free forever, for one blog, for one membership, for one everything, and work with that. Or if they want, they can upgrade and then have more options. Thank you, David, for the great info. My pleasure. Is it possible at the moment to automate members for GrooveMembers instead of put members in manually in GrooveMembers through an opt-in page? Yes. So I showed it earlier, just a couple of minutes ago. In case you go and create a form, a sign-up form, you can have an automation that adds people into a membership. That is something that you could do. Wonderful explanation, David. You're awesome, Groove Master. Thank you very much. Do you have a personal link for Integrately, David? Coach Ryan. Coach Ryan, I don't. I have, but I don't really have any benefit from it. So try to see if you can ask some of your friends to help out, or if you know somebody that you're good with in Groove that you communicate with frequently, get them to sign up and they can actually give you their link. You can sign up and give them your link, so that you get those extra points. I cannot have any more tasks won if I share my link, so I don't really plan to do it. I shared it just a couple of times on my personal Facebook account, and I got in a day I got the 12 people to sign up. So that got me a nice I believe 6,000 tasks, which is more than I will need. And now yeah, Integrately even gives webhooks for on a free account, which is awesome. Natalie, there's a link you can send for them to sign up in GrooveMember Content Memberships Action drop down. It will copy the URL for you to pay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this was short and sweet. I came to the end of the questions. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will get you guys the link for the tracking link URL, and then yeah, on Thursday we'll have another session for the Q&A. So in case you have any other questions that I didn't answer, that you didn't remember to ask, feel free to jump on and then ask them there. But yeah, for now, thank you very much for being here. Hopefully see you on Thursday as well.